Are you curious about the pros and the cons of living in Columbia, South Carolina? We're going to talk about the ups and the downs, the highs and the lows, the yin and the yang of the state capital. Located in the middle of the state by a bill from the state legislature to ease tensions between the farmers of the upstate and the plantation owners of the low country, Columbia replaced Charleston as the state capital and is geographically only 15 miles from the midpoint of South Carolina. Let's jump into it and hit pro number 1. Up first is education. The University of South Carolina, a flagship research institution, attracts students from around the world. I attended USC, as it's called in this area of the country, not to be confused with that upstart university from California. USC's student population is close to 35,000, adding a big impact to the capital city. Several other higher education institutions are in Columbia, including Columbia College, a women's college, and Benedict College, a historically black college. The presence of so many undergrad and grad students give Columbia its young vibe. It's also home to several renowned K-12 schools and magnet programs. Now, in case you're watching for the first time, I'm David Crum, and if you want to know everything there is to know about living in Columbia, South Carolina, make sure you subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to learn about the current market. And by the way, if you want one of our free guides, just check the description below. That's also where all our contact information is. Whether you're moving in 9 or 90 days, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send an email, or schedule a Zoom to call if you want to talk to me personally, and I would be happy to help make your move to my state as smooth as possible. The second pro for Columbia is cultural diversity. Columbia hosts a number of cultural events throughout the year, such as the International Festival, showcasing music, food, and art from around the world. This highlights the city's welcoming and diverse community. Fort Jackson on Columbia's east side greatly influences the city and brings people from all cultures to the area. This 52,000-acre fort trains half of the Army's new recruits each year and sees over 13,000 soldiers and their accompanying families live in Columbia. Not only that, but over 45,000 retirees receive services from the base. Various other festivals like the Greek Festival and Latin Festival highlight specific cultural heritages and offer authentic cultural experiences. My next pro number 3 is the economic opportunity in Columbia. The presence of major employers like Blue Cross Blue Shield of South Carolina, the University of South Carolina, and Fort Jackson, one of the largest U.S. Army training centers, offer numerous job opportunities across different sectors. If you want to work in the government sector, what better place in South Carolina than the seat of the state government? As the state capital, Columbia is home to numerous government agencies, including state, county, and municipal offices. This significant government presence provides a stable source of employment and economic activity. The city boasts a robust healthcare and education sector. The presence of major medical facilities such as Prisma Health and the University of South Carolina School of Medicine offers a wide range of employment opportunities in healthcare and related fields. Columbia's higher education institutions, including the University of South Carolina, contribute significantly to the local economy. These institutions support research initiatives, innovation, and a steady supply of skilled professionals in various fields. The manufacturing sector is a growing part of the local economy. Columbia is home to companies such as Siemens, Caterpillar, PepsiCo, Sherwin-Williams, and GE, which contribute to the city's industrial base and provide job opportunities. Number 4 for Columbia's pros are outdoor activities. The Three Rivers Greenway, a network of pathways along the rivers in and around Columbia, offers walking, biking, and kayaking opportunities, allowing residents to connect with nature right in the city. Both the Vista and Five Points are very walkable entertainment areas, with Five Points catering more to the college crowd and the Vista having a more mixed group enjoying shopping and nightlife. The Riverbank Zoo is a long-standing favorite. I've been going there since I was a kid, and it just keeps getting better. While it isn't on the same level as San Diego Wild Animal Park or the Washington Zoo, for example, it is still a great zoo with a large number of animals, fish, and flora to enjoy. You could easily spend a day there and could possibly see a lot in just half a day. The State Museum in Columbia offers great exhibits for kids and adults alike. With USC in the city center, the basketball, baseball, football, soccer, and other venues are spread around the city a short distance from residents and offer some great sporting events with very reasonable pricing. With a generally mild climate, residents can enjoy activities year-round. Hiking and picnicking in Congaree National Park or boating on Lake Murray are popular options. There are really too many parks and other opportunities to mention here. Perhaps I can sneak in a things to do video about Columbia soon. Up next, pro number 5 is also going to be con number 1. While I blur the lines here a little bit, you may have guessed it, but the pro and con in Columbia is the climate. The positive is its generally mild fall, winter, and spring allow residents to do outdoor activities almost all year round. If you're considering a move from the north, you can leave that heavy coat, snowblower, and snow shovel. You are not going to need them in Columbia. Snow is a rare sight and more of a reason to celebrate in Columbia, as everyone will be excited to see it. It snowed once when I was at USC, and students grabbed cardboard boxes, recycle bins, cookie sheets, basically anything flat, and headed towards the hill to sled on about a quarter to a half inch of snow. Now, if there's a season that gets the most complaints in Columbia, it's going to be the summer. Columbia's hot and humid summers can be challenging for individuals who prefer milder climates. If someone tells you that the summer is mild in Columbia, they are lying. I don't know if everyone will agree with me, but I think Columbia is the hottest feeling city in the state, and their previous motto, famously hot, agrees with me. Weather in Columbia will bring good southern thunderstorms if you're not used to it. Those can take you a little bit of an adjustment to consider them normal. People always ask about hurricanes, and they can bring some winds and rains to Columbia, but not the terrible damage that coastal cities can experience. Con number 2 in Columbia is traffic congestion. During rush hours, traffic on major highways like I-20 and I-26 can become congested, leading to longer commutes and frustration for some residents. If you're going to be passing some of these major traffic sites, make sure to plan some extra commute time. I had a recent client moving from Sumter on the far side of Columbia to Greenville, and we needed to move their closing later in the day just to make sure they didn't get stuck on I-26 and miss their appointment. Following the transportation theme, the next con for Columbia is public transit. The public transit system in Columbia, known as the Comet, has limited coverage and schedules. Those who rely on public transportation may find it less convenient compared to larger cities. If you're attending school at USC, there are school shuttles, but they aren't for the public and are only covering the campus destinations. If you're moving to Columbia and living anywhere outside of downtown, you're probably going to need a car to get around. Con number 4 living in Columbia is limited entertainment options. While Columbia offers various cultural events, it may or may not have as many entertainment options as larger cities. For instance, it may not have the same frequency of big-name concerts, professional sports teams, or Broadway shows. There are no professional major league teams in Columbia. If you want to see some Major League Baseball, you're going to head to Atlanta and watch the Braves like I did when I was growing up. Columbia, with a metro population of 839,000, and while it is a state capital, has a smaller population than the geographic area of Greenville and is far smaller than Charlotte, which is over 2 million. If you're looking for the big city feel, Columbia may not be the right place for you. My 5th and final con for Columbia is near to my heart, and that is spring allergies. If you don't suffer from them, it's lucky for you, and this may not affect you at all. However, I can promise you that if you do, living in Columbia, South Carolina during spring allergy season will be a con. The conditions in Columbia are just right for spring pollens, with early warm temperatures, high humidity, diverse plant life, and a seasonal rain pattern that fits high allergies just right. Early warm temps and a long warm season may allow diverse plant species to go into pollination together. Myself, I start daily allergy medication early and don't stop until June. So there you have it, folks, the biggest pros and cons of living in Columbia, South Carolina. Now, if you're living in Columbia, let me know in the comments if I hit your biggest con or your biggest pro and what you might add. That'll help anyone else who's considering moving here. And if you're considering a move to South Carolina and would like to know more about it specifically or the homes available, I'd be happy to help. And remember, whether you're moving in 9 or 90 days, I would love to hear from you and see how we can help make your move to the Palmetto State a smooth one. Until then, I'm David Crum, and I look forward to showing you around my home state of South Carolina. See you soon.